Just put your hand up. Hi guys, my name is Hannah and this is Jade with Zookeepers here at Chester Zoo. And we're going to feed our beautiful herd of 8 Rothschild giraffe. So we thought you may want to come with us. Boy, it's a beautiful day and we've got some lovely leaves for our giraffes.
And then this is our big breeding bull, so this is Meru. He's our main man of the group and keeps everyone in check.
Yeah, and his birthday is on the 3rd of April, so he'll be 10 years old.
Big boy.
He's had 7 calves here, so he's a very successful breeding male, and he hopefully will get our females pregnant again. Hey, Ola. Good girl.
And this is the perfect time to point out that big long tongue.
Yeah, so their tongue is about 45 centimetres long. It's like purpley bluey colour, and that's thought to help with the sun out in Africa.
And she has a nice fuzzy lip.
Oh yeah.
Giraffes are one of the world's biggest pollinators, so she catches on that fuzzy lip and then they go from tree to tree and spread the pollen around. But they're perfectly adapted for big African environments with those big long eyelashes and fluffy ears, stops all the dust getting into their face, and obviously big long necks. They need to stretch for their brows.
Yeah, so Meru is about 4.5 meters tall. He's a big boy. But what a funny little fact, you'd think maybe giraffes have really big poos, but actually giraffes, their digestive system, they're ruminants, so actually they've got 4 stomachs like cows, and they really are really effective in digesting their food. They get all the nutrients out of their diet, and actually the poos that come out are only actually the size of Maltesers. So they're tiny little poos, and they don't really smell that much. So that's better for us.
Nice and clean to look at.
They do poo a lot though.
And they have big strides, so they spread it nice and far.
Yeah. Is anyone else coming over? We've just got Meru and Orla here. So we've got a family group here at Chester. It's really nice. We've got Orla and Dalma, our breeding females, and Orla has 2 daughters here. She's got Millie and she's got Karamoja, and then Dalma has got Kanzi and her son Umburo, who was 1 a few weeks ago. So they're all tucking into their browse. Obviously it's the best time of year for us keepers. It's spring, it's a lovely sunny day, and all the leaves are coming out. So the giraffes are really happy because they haven't had leaf to eat over the winter. They've just been eating the bark off the branches, so they're really excited to have the leaf again. That's Dalma.
Hi, little one.
She's 13. She's our eldest female. Very special lady.
She is. I think she's a keeper favourite.
Yeah. And that's Millie. Over there. They really are very happy at the moment with this leaf that's coming in. So Meru, our breeding male, he weighs about 1,200 kilos, so over a ton. Orla is around 800 kilos. So yeah, they're very big.
Big from birth when they're born.
Yeah.
They're already taller than me, 6 foot.
So when they're born, they're around 55 to 60 kilos. So, and they're ready to go. They they have a big fall when they're born.
But they're up straight away. Pretty quick within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's just to protect them from predators in the wild.
They've got to be ready
They've
to go.
got to be up and gone. Can't be sitting on the ground too much.
I think Jade just touched on it then, that most giraffe calves at birth are taller than most people. They're about 6 foot.
I know. They look cute and small, but they're bigger than me. And they're definitely a little bit of trouble when you're first born. You're still a bit of trouble now, aren't you, Mojo?
Oh yeah. That's little Mojo.
Oh,
Meru.
perfect example. Dad's still always a pest.
Yeah,
Never.
he's definitely in charge. Dalma.
And then Dalma here, she's our oldest girl. She's definitely mum of the group and keeps everybody in charge. And she's just lovely and calm.
She's
Perfect
very
giraffe.
gentle. So giraffes are really gentle. They're not a species that likes you to touch them much. They're just not bothered. They're not a tactile species. A lot of people come to the zoo and they really want to touch the giraffes, but giraffes don't actually really like being touched. They just want the food. They're just all about the food. They're not bothered about being touched. But we do some training with our giraffes. We do hoof care. So most of our giraffes' feet are really good. They've got correct diet and they're exercising loads. But sometimes we do need to give them a bit of a pedicure. So we do hoof care with Dalma at the moment, and she's fantastic. We've also taken a blood sample from Dalma. So yeah, we have to do training with our giraffes just to make sure they're happy and healthy. But you have to train them because they don't really like being touched. So you need to get them used to being touched. You're nicking the browse off there. What are you doing?
It's also really important that they don't want to be touched too much because these guys are our safety net. So even we do have problems with wild populations, which we're currently fighting, these guys will be the next best thing. They're our perfect safety net that hopefully generations to come could be released into the wild. But hopefully we won't have to do that. We're hoping with our collaboration with other collections and with our in situ partners such as GCF and Uganda Wildlife Authority, we're here to help track the populations. There's a lot of amazing work going on at the moment with translocation and relocating them to new populations, and it's just brilliant. And me and Hannah have both been to Africa and it was great. It's just amazing to see them in the wild and to see the work that people are doing.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
Yeah.
Hola. So I went to Uganda last March. I was very lucky. Chester Zoo supported me to do that with the Giraffe Conservation Foundation. While we were out in Uganda, we went up to Kadepo National Park, and we were we were going out every day in the vehicles trying to find giraffes. When we found the giraffes, we would identify how many were in that group. Females, males, calves. And then we would take photos of their left and right side, because every giraffe has a different coat pattern. Like our fingerprints, it's very unique. No giraffe is the same. So you can identify giraffes by their coat patterns. So we would take photos of them, and then we would go back to base and look at the photos, and we would identify which giraffes we'd found that day. So the Giraffe Conservation Foundation, one of our partners, they've got like a Bible of all the giraffes in that national park, and it was really cool to say, oh, we've seen Maggie today, or we've seen Mr. Kadepo. And when we were out there, we actually found 61 giraffes in Kadepo National Park. 61, it's such a small number, but that was fantastic to find all those giraffes, and many of them had calves. So there's a lot of things going on in the wild, constant research, lots of scientific research, and constant monitoring of these giraffes to make sure that there's a healthy, happy population, and that the population hopefully is increasing. And yeah, it looks like these guys are actually doing quite well in the wild. Their numbers are still, low in comparison to other species, but we're trying to do everything that we can to save this species.
And it's good practice for us. So a lot of these guys, we know them because we work with them every day. But if you didn't know them, the best way to ID them is from their patches.
Yeah.
So some of our girls, it's because they're lighter. But if you see Millie, wherever she's hiding from far away, she has a nice four-leaf clover on her shoulder. And Tula has a nice C, and these are really good ways to get people who are new to the zoo or to get the public involved so they can ID our giraffe from far away and help us with information that we're gathering.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really cool thing that we can go out in the wild and practice, and also that we can bring to the conservation of these species.
Oh, Dalma's doing a poo there. She's pooing her little Maltesers out.
Maltesers never quite look the same, do they?
No. More for us to clean later.
Poos are actually a really important part of our day as well, so a lot of the keepers will spend the time collecting fecal samples, and we can do this to track whether they're pregnant, whether there's any ongoing health concerns, and sometimes to check that they're not pregnant, because we have a big group of giraffes and we have to make sure that the right one's breeding at the right time.
Yeah. So just to touch on their ages, so Dalma is 13, she's just walking at the back now, she's our eldest female, and then Orla has just turned 12. Miru will be 10 in a few days' time, and then we've got 2 7-year-olds, a 9-year-old, and then the 2 little ones. Bora's just gone 1. So guys, I'm sure loads of you are actually, it's your birthday today, so can I say a big happy birthday to anyone who is having their birthday today, with lots of love from the giraffes at Chester Zoo. Hope you're having a lovely day with your family. The zoo is very quiet at the moment without you guys, and we are really looking forward to welcoming you back when we reopen, but we are looking after all the giraffes for you, keeping them happy and healthy and well fed, giving them lots of extra treats.
Yeah, and they can't wait to have the public back.
Yeah. Hey, Orla, you want to say hi? You want to say happy birthday to everyone? It is such a lovely day today. Perfect for giraffes, nice and sunny.
Perfect giraffe weather.
Yeah. So giraffe's heart is actually, it weighs 11 kilos, which is actually the size of a beagle dog, which was quite a cool.
It's quite
cool
impressive
fact.
size.
Yeah, massive.
They're really important with giraffes, especially the valves, because they have big body to spread their blood around, but they have such a long neck, and you do see them every so often nibbling off the ground, so they have to have a big heart to pump that blood down their neck and then back up again.
Yeah.
Stop them getting a head rush.
They have special valves, don't they, that stop them getting dizzy when they put their head down. It's really important that the blood doesn't rush to their brain. So their anatomy is actually really fantastic. It's so amazing.
They look big, but they only have the same number of vertebrae in their neck as we do in ours.
Yeah.
So they're just stretched really long, and it's got to have a lot of muscles to support a neck that long and heavy.
Yeah. 7 vertebrae, just a lot bigger than ours. In the wild, it's thought that they eat about 35 kilos of leaves a day, and I did a bit of googling earlier, and I think that's the same the weight of an average 11 or 12-year-old. So I thought that was quite a cool fact.
Yeah, and I think a lot of parents will sympathise with that message. At the
Yeah.
moment. Feeding all those kiddies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of food.
That is a lot of food.
For such
A
tiny
lot of
food.
a lot of leaves of 35 kilos. Me too, love. Good girl. Oh, so Millie's wandering off again. Got bored of us now. We're running out of food. So. Is it your birthday in a few days, Miru? Hey?
Big
We'll
old
give you
boy.
some special treats.
Hard to believe he'll grow anymore. Don't get to fit under that door soon.
Right guys, thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, it is really quiet in the zoo at the moment, so we really look forward to seeing you again soon. And make sure you tune in at 12 o'clock for Asian elephants. Thank you.
Thanks, bye.